Hello and welcome back to Football Manager once again. We are now here at the Millwall versus Norwich FA Cup semi-final. We are at Wembley in what I believe is going to be a full 90,000 fan event. I have already changed the team. I made sure to do that before this game, as I appear to have forgotten to do that almost every other time we've been playing these matches. I've gone with Plizzari in goal, Kelvan, Yula, Eduardo and Sahajevic in defence. We've got Nato and Doyle in the midfield with Jovanovski, Lopez and Nestorov in the attacking midfield with Mateus up front. Unfortunately, we've got Augusto with a suspension, so he won't be able to play today. But that's not really that big of a deal. We've got Erton on the bench who can play on the left if need be. And if that does come to happen, it wouldn't be all that bad. So we've got the Norwich game. We want to be able to win this game. We want to get to that final. I think it'll be our first ever FA Cup final. They got to the FA Cup final in 2004, I believe. So it will be our second in this century, at the very least. As well as that, if we were to then win that final, it would be our second major trophy after the Europa League. I don't count the Carabao Cup as a major trophy. It's more a minor trophy for Premier League side and a major one for the EFL division sides, so Championship, League 1, League 2 sort of stuff. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably, so hopefully we'll get them motivated to just play their normal game. Hopefully we'll get them raring on all cylinders and get this game underway properly. Surprisingly, Norwich have had to put their away kit on for this game, even though they are technically the at-home side on the fixture board. Good block from Nestorov there, getting the ball all the way out to Reece Bell. Plays it back to Eduardo Quaresma. He's still there, Jesus Christ. Back to Bernd Leno. Wow, that's a hell of a signing for them. Now Bell to Xavier. Over the top, finding Leroy Sane, who loses out to Kelvan, however. Forward to Nato, then to Jovanovski. Over the top, looking for Mateus. Does find him, and he gets his shot blocked by the goalkeeper. Quaresma now with the ball, and that's the end of the highlight apparently. Yeah, that is Leroy Sane. That is another incredible signing. Where are they getting their money from? I mean, Norwich City are a minnow by Premier League standards in terms of finances. The fact they're able to sign someone of that calibre, both Leno and Sane, is rather impressive. After 20 minutes, it's still only 0-0. I'm going to ask some creativity going into the second part of this half, and hopefully we can get a goal or possibly two before the end of this match. As we can see, we are actually dominating this game in terms of shots to shots. Unfortunately, we're also ahead on foul to foul, and they are ahead on possession, but that's not that big of a problem if they don't use it properly. And yet again, it appears Nestorov is not playing well. Got a corner kick for Norwich, swung in, Cottrell's header. Oh, sorry, not Cottrell's header. Header away by Millwall. Sahajevic now with the ball. Plays it back to Eduardo. Doyle now in the middle. Back to Plizzari. Plizzari holding the ball up now on the edge of his own box. Plays it out to Sahajevic. Sahajevic looking forward finds Nestorov. Nestorov. That was an atrocious pass. And Reece Bell comes away with the ball. Now to Chava. Jovanovski intercepts that pass though. Gets it forward. Plays it to Mateus, now inside the box, gets a shot, but again saved by Bernd Leno. Gives us a corner kick on the 44th minute. Roberto Lopez steps up to take it, swings it in, kicked long by Eduardo Quaresma, and now it is half time. And we know exactly who should be coming up at this point in time. He's on a 6.2, it's just not very good. So given that, Nestorov is going to come out of this game, and he's probably going to be dropped for a large majority of the rest of the season, given the current state of how poor his recent performances have been. As well as that, we're also going to drop Mateus to the bench to give Barry a chance up front. He is obviously our top goal scorer, it's only fair. He gets a run out in the semi-final as well, so he gets a bit of a game time prior to when he'll need to come back in again for the Real Madrid fixtures. Caught a free kick from Norwich all the way to the far post, but thankfully Traore's header is caught by Plizzari. Plizzari runs to the edge of the box. Surprisingly, this isn't the end of the highlight. That could be very bad or could be very good. Kelvin now plays it back to Plizzari. Plizzari looking up, plays it short to, well, I say short, medium ball to Eduardo. Now back to Yola. Out wide finding Kelvin, who plays it forward to Jovanovski. Jovanovski holds the ball up, trying to get it round number 18. Doesn't quite, but finds Doyle. Now NATO. NATO runs it forward, gets it over the top looking for Yildirim, who shoots, but it is saved by Leno again. Clearly, I think he deserves man of the match performance for the Norwich side. Doyle with a swing ball in, and it's a free kick to Norwich. Of course it is. My apologies. I'm not... Well, I am very frustrated with the fact that was a free kick, but you know, there's not a lot you can do, unfortunately. I'm going to make the final substitution right now, and it's going to be Roberto Lopez coming off for Tichuan Thomas, who is then going to swap with Iban Nato, who is going to become an attacking playmaker in the attacking midfield position. We'll confirm the changes to that. Leroy Sané now with the ball for Norwich, runs it past Kelvin, plays it in the middle, but Lopez picks the ball up in a very good interception, plays it out wide to Jovanovski. Jovanovski runs it into the box now, crosses it, far post, Yildirim's header comes off the crossbar. Barry plays it back to Jovanovski, crosses it back in again, but this time cleared all the way out by Stabile, whatever his name is pronounced as, the right back for Norwich. I'm going to demand more from Millwall. We should be leading this match, we really should be. It is a fixture that we should have won in the first half, let alone be not even winning in the 80th minute. Long throw from Kelvin, unfortunately doesn't reach any Millwall players, but NATO now has the ball outside their box. Yildirim now the ball gets tackled by Ahmed, now back with Yildirim again, strings it into the far post, and Jovanovski makes it 1-0. Millwall have our first goal of the semi-final, thanks to an 11th goal of the season from our Macedonian wonder kid, Nenad Jovanovski. Good work from Yildirim, obviously, to make sure he kept that ball in play, kept it with his feet, and a great cross onto the head of a player who's not really that adept at scoring headers, according to his in-game attributes, but that doesn't really matter when the ball's placed so perfectly for him, just to score a deft touch. And after 91 minutes, it's still 1-0 Millwall. Zahajovic with a throw to NATO. NATO plays the ball into the middle for Thomas. Thomas looks up to find Yildirim. Yildirim on the edge of the box now gets a shot away, but saved by the Czech goalkeeper. I think he's Czech. Anyway, Zahajovic with a corner kick swings it in. NATO's header is not successful. Barry now the ball plays back to Zahajovic. Zahajovic gets a cross in at the far post, but doesn't reach Yildirim. Yola now running to get the ball, plays it to Plizzari, plays it over to Kelvin. Kelvin runs it forward. Now gets the pass forward, I'm assuming to Jovanovski. Yes, he does. Jovanovski plays it back to Kelvin though. Kelvin holding the ball up, plays it to Thomas, forward to Jovanovski. Out wide finding Kelvin. Kelvin steps back to pass to Thomas. Thomas in the middle to Doyle. Jovanovski gets a shot and a second of the match for Nenad Jovanovski. Drop a bit of praise. Our Macedonian wonder kid has done it once again, proving that £53 million signing price wasn't an overpayment, as I feel anyone who will have watched that video before this one will have probably said. I mean, Jovanovski was a very big payment from this club, especially when we did it. I mean, it was 2-3 seasons ago now. That is a long time ago that we paid that much money when really we shouldn't have. And I'm going to proudly say that we are in the final, and I will congratulate the side for a very good result. Everton are probably going to the Championship. I believe that's probably the first time they've ever been in the Championship since the 1950s, maybe even 60s. Because they are just a team that has never really been that low properly before. But for some reason, Football Manager doesn't seem to like Everton very much, and almost every time I've ever played a Football Manager game, Everton seems to go down. I don't particularly know why. Not exactly fair, but Everton are Everton. They'll go down or they'll stay up either way. Anyway, 2-0 win, obviously. We are in the final. I'm not sure who we're playing in the final, however. I'm assuming it's someone important. A good £2.1 million influx of cash there. Praise for Jovanovski, obviously. He did exceptionally well in the fixture. So let's have a quick look who are our possible opponents, and it's Leicester City actually, who I don't think have ever won the FA Cup to my knowledge. Go back all the way, there's my team. No, you don't see any yellow and green anywhere near here. No, from what I can gather, there is no Leicester City winning the FA Cup. Few times runner-up, but never the winners. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yes, I was right. They've got 3 Carabao Cups, a Charity Shield, but no FA Cup. And yes, that's the Charity Shield. It may be called the Community Shield now. I don't care. That's what I call it. Anyway, so next video obviously you'll see will be Real Madrid and Real Madrid on tomorrow and Friday. And after that, you'll probably see the Champions League final. Oh no, you won't. You'll see the final 2 fixtures of the Premier League. And if we get past Real Madrid, you'll see the final of the FA Cup. If not, we will see the Newcastle and FA Cup final as just the final 2 games of the season. So until then, I bid thee adieu. Goodbye.